Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this picture. I turned off your grid. Uh, I just don't like it. I like a blank sheet. I think I did pretty good. I did it pretty fast. At first, I thought the spiral tool would work, but by the time you figure out the spiral that you want, and if you're trying to do this exactly like that one or close as possible, you almost just have to hand trace this. Now, what I'm going to do is go to the transparency docker, and I'm going to make this thing almost transparent. That way I can see my lines better. Now, I just did this. Let me put it back so you can see it. This is like a piece of 1/4-inch wood mounted into another piece of wood for strength. So I just did the piece that would, you'd make this bigger. I didn't draw in the molding, but that could be done too. But I'm just going to make it a little transparent so we can kind of really see our lines better. And we do want to have it at a right angle. So I'm going to take right there and I'm just going to go down and then I'm going to go over. So that way, whatever I draw is at a right angle. Now, when I look at things like this is flat across the top. So I'm going to take a 2-point line. And this is a hard picture because of the fact that it is, if you hold down the control button, they'll be equal. There's some shadowing. You know, the thing is a picture. And then really maybe the best way would be to take a square and kind of do this. Give you an option or a landing point. And then just take your freehand tool, and I'm just going to go freehand it. And I have my freehand tool on 100, so it's super smooth. Even though my hand isn't, I didn't do a very good job there. My hand isn't very artistic ability. So something like that. And you could tweak it, you could play with it. And then the same thing over here. On this one, I would take the 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go from about right there to, I'm going to just go ahead and go all the way over here and just kind of curve it like that. This way, everything's going to be kind of equal distance. And we can deal with this later. Matter of fact, we could take the virtual segment delete key and to go ahead and delete that. And we could delete these lines. We don't really need these lines, but I'm going to keep them for a minute. And then the rest is just hand drawing with the 3-point curve line. And one thing I've learned with the 3-point curve line is just don't overbite. I'm going to hold down the control button, so I've got a kind of a more, see, you can't go all the way over here and expect it to curve. And what I'm looking at is right there, making that line kind of smooth. I can come back later and adjust it. I can bring that node in. I'm just going to kind of do it really quick. He can get the idea. But I call it don't bite off more than you could chew. That's bad. Just back up. And see, it's hard to tell with the shadow. If it was a clean cut, then we could just trace it and be done. But this thing, I tried to trace it and it doesn't trace. But I'm not really looking there. I'm looking at my line. I want my line to be semi-smooth and not like that. Now I'm going to come back here. And I kind of like, after I get so far, I kind of think, well, I'm going to start repairing it before I finish the whole thing, because I might know where the bad spots are. And I'm going pretty fast. You could take your time, but just try to make that line continuous. Now I'm off there. I'm going to go ahead and fix that with the shape tool. So you can do a lot with the shape tool, because the 3-point curve basically leaves a curve. And that's not too bad. But see how rough it is? So if you'll get your smoothing tool set on about that size, and just go over it, it takes out all those flaws. Now this one, we're going to have to get back to the shape tool and kind of move. We could actually delete it and see what happens. Now this is a two-sided deal, so I'm going to right click and turn it into a cusp, and then only one side will move. That's a really big deal. I don't like that. Kind of gets too skinny right there. That doesn't look too bad. And sometimes you can delete nodes, and delete nodes will help you kind of smooth things out. Now we're almost through with this. We want to take a 2-point line and come straight down, holding down the control button. If we're doing it, if he's going to actually say cut this out on a router or a router, then I'm going to start like right here and go about halfway. If he's going to use this for a template, I'm only going to go about that far, and then right here I'm going to zoom in and just go between those two nodes. Now see, I got a really bad bump right there, but if we take the shape tool, the smoothing tool, look at that. I'm barely even touching it. You know, and you could spend a little time on this or a lot of time on this. Now here I'm going to go 3-point curve line probably all the way, but about half the way. And I'm actually going to hold down the control button to get a more perfect arch. And then I can always bring that in with the shape tool. When I used to do this a lot for a lake, I would make a hotkey so I could jump between the smoothing tool and the shape tool. And then years later, I just don't use it as much, so I let it go away, I guess. The 3-point curve line is my favorite line to draw with, because you can just mimic it close. You know, we might even go that whole way. See, I'm got that line pretty good. And we're still going to tweak it a little bit. See, I might be able to go this whole way by holding down the control button and get a kind of a perfect arch. But then I would bring that in a little bit because the original is not perfect. And then I would finish it off with a 2-point line if he's doing what I'm thinking doing. Okay, see how that is going downhill? You wouldn't want that. So there's two things we could do. There's one of them's pretty neat, is take both these, select them, and go right here to line nodes horizontally. And that put that straight across. And much like you'd want to do right when we do this. Or when you're drawing that 2-point line, hold down the control button. I think we got it. So I'm going to smart fill it now and nudge it over. But I'm still going to left click, right click, and look for some bad spots like right there. I want to take my smoothing tool. And you know, there's two ways to look at this. Is he making this to replace one that's there? See, I'm going to take that out quite a bit. Or is he just making a new one that he's going to make several of? If you're doing that, it doesn't have to be exactly like the original. I mean, if you're doing it if one of these is lost in a move or broken, then you want to be a little closer. But then if we take the color, well, I'll tell you what, let's get this back to normal color. And see, that's why it won't trace good. One of those is like a picture of oak and the shadow. And then just take the color eyedropper tool and take a sample. And I'd be willing to bet that's pretty close. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.